put through passes. Jamie Sharp goes through on the inside line, so up into 13th place.
You can see they're all scrabbling around for grip.
Oh,
big
no.
shot! Oh, that's horrendous.
But I was in a go-kart at the age of 6, so I think I've been behind the wheel longer than I've been playing with toy cars for. When I was 10 years old, I won my first British Championship, and then followed that up the next year with another British title and 5th in the world.
Yeah, from 8 years old, he was there or thereabouts, always coming home with some silverware.
I'd love to win, especially this year, the F4 British Championship, because up until my crash, that was what we were on course to have a good go for it, fighting alongside Jamie and my friend.
I came across the line and there was a red flag, seeing that there was 2 cars in the middle of the circuit, you know, debris everywhere.
So I'm catching them up, trying to prepare to overtake them, really, trying to get past them. That was all that was on my mind at that point, and obviously they ducked out the way last minute, and I've just, had nowhere to go, just seen this, the rear end of this car.
We was then sent to the hospital, said, you go to the hospital because they're going to fly in by air ambulance. So we went ahead, and then we waited at the hospital for probably at least an hour probably before he actually even arrived. So, you know, it was probably 2 hours from when it had happened to when he got to the hospital. So that was probably the worst time, really, not knowing, you know, what the full extent of it was at that time.
I kind of knew when I was in the cockpit that the injuries were bad, like life-changingly bad, so I guess it wasn't really a shock to me when I woke up to see that my legs, they weren't there no more. Sitting in a bed for 3 weeks, not using any muscles, it takes its toll on your body. That really drained me physically and mentally. You think when you first try and walk on prosthetics, the first day I can really remember vividly of me thinking, wow, this is extremely difficult. And when you've seen people walking in the streets with prosthetics on, you kind of take it for granted that it can't be that bad, but it really was a tough process. As soon as I woke up, that was the first thing that was on my mind, is how I could make it work. I wanted to get back behind the wheel of a race car.
He's 100% positive. He's in his head. It's all about moving forward. He doesn't look back. He's about moving forward and making it work for him, and however best he can do that with hand controls, engineering, whatever it's going to take to racing again.
If I was going to have this injury, I wasn't going to let it bring my life down and bring me into a bad place. I wanted to carry on the path I was on. Yeah, we've been coming down to the Carlin factory and using their race simulator since day one. They really kindly offer their facilities to me. I think we're going to work together and hopefully come up with something really exciting that's going to win us for both titles.
At the end of the day, I don't think there's anything stronger than the human spirit. And Billy Monger has that in spades. I mean, he puts everyone else to shame, really. I've never seen anything like it.
The motorsport community were unbelievable. I had people like Lewis Hamilton, Jenson Button reaching out to me, giving me their support. I didn't think that they'd come together like they had, and I'm in debt to them entirely, really.
We wanted to give back, Billy wanted to give back. You know, we've had a charity kart race that was for the hospital, for the air ambulance, and then he's done his track walk for the air ambulance again. He wants to carry on giving back to everyone that's supported him.
And I hope if we can do a small part to help him on his journey, we'd be very happy. But you know, he's helped us on our journey as well.
His mindset, his mentality, he's inspiring so many people who have issues, whether it's disabilities or have had incidences, and even for people like myself, you know, I think he's freaking awesome.
You know, I look forward to racing you again and getting back behind the wheel with you soon.